Please be seated. You ready? All right. The Circuit Attorney, Kim Gardner, was served with a notice and order to show cause directing her or a designated Assistant Circuit Attorney to appear before this court on April 27, 2023, to show cause why she should not be held in contempt based on an alleged willful failure to appear in Division 22 on April 10th and April 24th. Ms. Gardner did not appear. Assistant Circuit Attorney Mr. Huck appeared on her behalf, and Assistant Attorney Mr. Chris Deslitz appeared. The question before the court is whether Ms. Gardner and Ms. Deslitz's failure to appear on April 10th and April 24th amount to disdain and disrespect for the court. The Circuit Attorney's office appears to be a rudderless ship of chaos.
Jim. A rudderless ship of chaos. Oh no, the ship is turning this way. Now we're going this way. A rudderless ship of chaos. He ain't happy.
Ms. Gardner is the Circuit Attorney, and it is her duty to manage the caseload of each staff member. Mr. Deslitz has approximately 104 felony cases. Any prudent practitioner would expect such a caseload to create countless irreconcilable conflicts. It does not appear she has made any reasonable efforts to prevent the resulting chaos. It appears that Ms. Gardner has complete indifference and a conscious disregard for the judicial process.
That's not good for that motion to have her removed. I'll tell you now.
There is sufficient evidence of disdain and disrespect for the judicial process to determine that both Ms. Gardner and Mr. Deslitz's conduct support a finding of indirect criminal contempt.
Wow.
Furthermore,
one more time. Let's see that one more. Let me make sure I got that right.
For the judicial process to determine that both Ms. Gardner and Mr. Deslitz's conduct support a finding of indirect criminal contempt. Furthermore, an attorney's violation of a court's order constitutes an intentional disobedience and shows a clear intent to disregard the power and authority of the judicial system process. If a court allows such disobedience to continue, then its orders will become ineffective, thereby undermining the judicial system. The court finds that there is the requisite
he actually gets it, that if I let you keep getting away with things, you're going to just get worse and worse, which is something Kim Gardner does not seem to comprehend with the way she prosecutes criminal cases in her city. He understands what this schmo does not understand, that if you allow people to continue in their chaos without railing them in, they are going to just get worse and worse and spiral further out of control. That's something Kim Gardner never comprehended.
And intent, which could support a finding of intentional disregard for the judicial process. Ms. Gardner has counsel. Mr. Deslitz has the right to retain counsel. Both will be afforded their due process rights to discovery and to prepare a defense. The procedure for indirect criminal contempt is governed by Rule 36.01B. Pursuant to that rule, this court will appoint a special prosecutor for this matter.
Wow. A special prosecutor. So the court is going to designate someone to investigate Kim Gardner's office. Wow.
Court will allow reasonable time for the preparation of defense. Accordingly, the court sets the matter for a hearing on Tuesday, May 30th, 2023 at 9:30 a.m.
I hope he doesn't have I hope Deslitz doesn't have a conflict on May 30th. Oh my God. Yes, Gardner is a Soros DA. She's the one who went after the McCloskeys and ran a campaign based on, I'm going to get the McCloskeys. She worked so hard to get the McCloskeys. Apparently, she fixed a gun that was broken at the time that it was being handled to try and prosecute. And when that was basically brought to light, the charges against Mrs. McCluskey, I think her name was Lori, but I'm not sure, were dropped because they were like, in order to be brandishing a weapon, it has to be a fireable weapon, not something that could not be fired. And the DA's office fixing it so that it was fireable doesn't all of a sudden create a criminal charge against her. But yes, terribly terrible. And earlier I covered countless cases where this woman has basically been ridiculously soft on crime in St. Louis. And St. Louis is actually one of the murder capitals of our great country. St. Louis remains number one murder capital of the year. There were 194 murders in St. Louis in 2021 with an average of 64 homicides per 100,000 inhabitants. Way to go, Kim!
Wild West.
It is the Wild West. Passengers on the ship of chaos are looking for life jackets right now. Yeah, no, that's no doubt. No doubt. Let's see what else Judge Noble has for us. Living up to his name, Judge Noble.
This concludes the matter on the record. We're at 10-minute recess to resume the rest of the docket.
All rise.
Wow.
Court is in recess.
Based. What a base judge. St. Louis, we put the dirt in murder. Yeah, it's a bad city. It's a bad city. It's really in chaos and largely attributable to this woman right here. Terrible human being.